I know that's not how you eat a caramel. I just want to show you the texture. We need 2 saucepans, one slightly bigger, to which we're going to add the sugar, the water, and the glucose. We just want to give this a light stir before turning on the heat, just to make sure all the sugar is wet. We don't want any sugar on the sides, so just scrape that down before we start bringing it to a boil. So then I'm just going to turn that up to a medium-high heat, and then in my other saucepan, I'm adding the coconut cream, the coconut oil, the sea salt flakes, and the vanilla. So you can add a scraped bean or a teaspoon of vanilla paste. When we're cooking caramels, it's really important that we're actually cooking a syrup. So we need all that sugar to dissolve first and then come up to a boil. If you have bits of sugar that are unmixed, it can cause the sugar to burn or start to caramelize first. That can also promote crystallization. So it's just important that you wet everything and bring it to a boil. So now we can cook out the caramel over high heat. This can take a while. We're basically waiting for that water or moisture to evaporate before the caramelization starts to happen. And in this pan, just got it on low heat. And this is just to make sure it's nice and hot when we add it to the caramel, so that the caramel doesn't cool down too much and seize. So we need to add a hot liquid to a hot caramel. So I've turned the caramel off and I'm letting the residual heat in the mixture continue cooking the caramel. And so I'm going to start pouring in our coconut cream mixture. We just want to add a little bit at a time. So we're just adding in a very slow stream. So my caramel sauce is cooking over medium heat. So at this stage we're just increasing the density of the syrup, so cooking out more and more moisture, and the temperature indicates what level we're at. So for a nice, soft, chewy caramel that we can cut and wrap, we need it to cook to 120 degrees Celsius. That temperature can feel like it's taking its time, that it's taking a while to reach, but once it starts climbing, it will pick up the pace. So we're cooking it to 120 degrees Celsius or 250 degrees Fahrenheit. And there we have it. So we take it off the heat, give it one final nice whisk, and then I'm pouring it into the pan. So once our caramel is set, to make it even easier to cut, you can put it in the fridge for 10 or 15 minutes. But you see it's got like a light flex to it. I'm just going to use a sawing motion with a serrated knife. So now we can individually wrap them in some grease-proof paper. Feel like I've opened a candy shop. These have a light coconut flavor, heaps of vanilla, just the right amount of sea salt. You can infuse these with other flavors. Coffee, passion fruit. I mean, they are exquisite. That is my childhood. Enjoy.